deceived, neither fornicators, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor homosexuals, nor thieves shall inherit the kingdom of God.
Adulterers? Effeminate? But what if the adultery is done in order to serve God?
There's been a lot of conversion camps, as they're called, these usually Christian-run camps that claim they can pray the gay away. And there's loads of them in America. And I was, a couple of years ago, quite worried to find out that there were more and more of these springing up in Britain. And through a lot of research with the group of students I've been working with, we've managed to find out some of the techniques they use. So together we've written a play based on 3 girls who go to one of these conversion camps to try and be cured of their homosexuality. And the play is what happens to these girls while they're there. It also includes 2 of the leaders of the camp. More often than not, one or both leaders of these camp tends to be, as they call it, ex-gay. So they feature in it as well. And there's also a young boy from the boys' camp who comes into the female camp and causes trouble.
Why are you here then? You're old enough to leave.
Are you kidding? I love it here. It's a bunch of impressionable, confused and vulnerable young adults. Where else would I want to be for the summer?
It's brilliant, this course, because usually as a writer you write a play without any idea who the actors are going to be, and that's fine. That's one way of doing it, but it was a really nice and kind of unique change to actually know the actors in advance of writing. And in that way you could work with the actors, because the actors had a lot of the input into the material and into their characters. So I wasn't so much as creating characters as I was drawing from the real people and then twisting that around a bit and finding the characters they were best suited to in advance of the script, which was an unusual but very nice way of working for me. Yeah, I mean, the director in this process is heavily involved from the very outset. I mean, I meet the director before I met any of the actors, and we had a couple of meetings about the concept, and we talked about the best way to move forward in developing it, and then we had 2 or 3 weeks development period where it was me, the actors, and the director in the room, and together I would come up with a concept for a scene, and then the director would direct a little improvisation around that concept.
Mrs. Woodgate's a light sleeper.
Well, how long does it usually take you to smoke one of those?
And then after that had been improvised, I would have noted down the lines I liked or the character traits I liked, and then gone away and recycled that. So every time we came back into the room, there was more and more work generated, and every night I would go away and write up the stuff that we'd done that day. And so in a very organic way, after 2-3 weeks, we realized, we actually had characters, a plot, scene ideas. It was almost already written, so it was great.
It's vital. His skin is soft and white.
Does he arouse you, Mr. Woodgate?
Can't we do this in private?
You gave up that right when you decided to give in to your depraved desires. Does he arouse you?
Yes.
And how does that make you feel about yourself?
Disgusting.
What does that make you?
Nothing.
What?
I'm nothing!